Sometimes life doesn't ask questions. It just throws you into a question, and you are the answer. Beginning, a silent call in the hustle of life. The story begins in a city, where there is everything. Tall buildings, shining lights, a rushing life. But there is no peace in anyone's eyes. Somewhere there, amidst this noise, stands a young man. His name is Arav. Arav's monologue, the inner voice. I have everything, a good job, friends, money, smiling pictures on social media. Then why does it feel like something very important is missing? I can't sleep at night, and a question echoes in my heart again and again. Who am I? Why did I come? And where am I going? The deeper the question, the more silent the answer. To know about yourself, you have to meet yourself, not others. Sometimes, breaking down is necessary to see yourself truly. One night, Arav suddenly wakes up. Something has stirred inside, as if an invisible force is calling him. He puts the mobile away, looks out the window. There is only the moon and silence. That's where his journey begins. Scene changes. Arav reaches a hilly area, taking a break. There he meets an old sage, a guru. A smile on his face, depth in his eyes. Dialogue between Arav and Guru. Arav, hesitantly, can you tell me, why don't I find peace? Guru smiling, son, peace is not outside. You are running away from yourself. And as long as you fear your own shadow, light will remain far from you. Arav, so what do I have to do? Guru, nothing. Just sit down and meet yourself for the first time. Sound, silence, then a slow meditative tune. A guru is not the one who shows the way. A guru is the one who lets you see your darkness. When words become silent, then the guru's knowledge begins. What you were looking for outside was sitting inside smiling. The first step of silence, when the mind becomes a mirror, scene changes. Arav is now far from the city, in a small ashram. No phone, no internet, only silence. And that mountain air that touches the soul. Arav's mind, the inner voice. Today is the 4th day. I haven't spoken to anyone. Guruji had said, stop speaking, so that the soul can say something. But in this silence, the noise has become even louder. Arav writes in his diary, today I remembered my mother, when I was crying as a child, and no one even asked why. Those tears are still with me. We all keep a child hidden inside us, who never received complete love. And throughout life we keep searching for that incomplete love everywhere. In relationships, in work, and sometimes, even in religion. Dialogue between Guru and Arav at morning tea time. Guru, what did you see inside today? Arav, pain, a lot of it, and fear, as if I will lose myself if I go any deeper. Guru, then you are going in the right direction. The first bell of truth rings with fear, because leaving a lie is not easy, even if it's about yourself. Arav's inner self. Am I just what people tell me? Or am I also what I think about while awake at night? Does my existence even matter? Arav now realizes for the first time that the soul is not some mysterious thing. It is in every question he has suppressed. It is in every tear he has not shown anyone. It is in every moment when he is silently feeling something. Every pain is a mirror that shows you your true face. What you think is the end is the beginning of descending within. Darkness is not bad, if you can descend into it with light. Guru. The mind is a closed door, son, and silence is the name of the key that can open it. Arav, smiling softly, perhaps I am ready to meet myself for the first time. And at this moment, something melts within Arav. A layer is removed, and from there begins the real journey. Broken relationships, unspoken words, the soul's call in the shadow of love. When the soul awakens in silence, it first goes towards those doors we've kept closed for years. Relationships that were left behind, words that were never spoken, and love that remained trapped in the eyes. Arav sits in meditation, and suddenly memories of the past begin to surface. Sound, light wind, and the slow echo of a girl's laughter. Arav's monologue. She and we were together, but never truly together. There were fewer words between us, more silences. I couldn't speak my fears, and she, her weariness. Perhaps we were both looking for something, but not in each other, in ourselves. Every relationship that remains incomplete freezes like a lake in the soul. And in every meditation, every silence, that lake begins to ripple. Dialogue between Guru and Arav by the evening fire. Guru. Did you ever love anyone? Arav. Yes, and lost them too. But perhaps I didn't lose them, I just didn't understand. Guru. Love never ends, son. It just changes form. One day when you learn to love yourself, every face will seem like the one you once loved. Arav begins to write a letter to the love that remained incomplete. But this letter is not to send to anyone, but to forgive. Arav writes in his diary, Anvi, I never told you that I was broken too. I mistook your anger for your fault, while it was your exhaustion. Now I understand that we were both loving, but not ourselves. Today, I forgive you, and myself too. Guru. When you forgive, you don't save someone else. You save yourself from the inner fire that slowly burns the soul. This chapter has come to an end, but something new has begun within Arav. A lightness, an acceptance, and a renunciation. Now he is moving towards the next stage, where he will face the mystery of death and life. He who fears death does not know how to live. Death is not the end, it is the soul's rebirth in the fire of ego. The moment that is now, that is life. All else is imagination. On the threshold of death, where fear ends and the soul speaks, life cannot be fully understood until we meet death eye to eye. Arav is now near an old cremation ground. The Guru sent him there, neither to attend a funeral nor to see anyone, but to understand himself. Arav to himself, how many times have I run from this word, death? As if thinking about it would bring something ominous. But here, where every few minutes a pyre is burning, I begin to see my own face in the fire. Sound. The sound of burning wood, with the occasional soft sound of a conch shell. We all die. Every day. Little by little. Sometimes in a memory. Sometimes at the end of a relationship. Sometimes in the extinguishing of our own hopes. Dialogue between Guru and Arav in front of the fire. Guru, are you afraid? Arav. Yes. Very much. Everything here is so real, as if my end is standing in front of me. Guru, smiling softly, now you will learn to live, because he who has seen death lives every breath like God. Arav's diary. Today I was able to love life for the first time, because today I realized it is not infinite. Every moment is a gift which is born in the lap of death. Death is not an end, it is a mirror of life, and he who sees into this mirror recognizes himself. Guru. Now you are ready for the next lesson, breaking the ego, because the soul is found where I disappears. The crack of ego where I disappears and truth is born. Arav is now meditating every day in silence, alone. But now that silence doesn't cut him, it has become a part of him. But as the silence deepens, a new wall comes before him, the wall of I. Arav's inner mind. I thought I was a good person, but when I descend into meditation, anger, jealousy, pride and fear all come before me. Am I also this? Dialogue between Guru and Arav, conversation after meditation. Guru. Did you enjoy the meditation? Arav. No. It was strange. The mind seems to want to prove itself again and again. I am right. I am special. I was not understood. Every time I. Guru, smiling. Exactly. Now you are seeing the real enemy, who speaks the most within you, but is actually nothing, your ego. Ego wants the world to change. The soul just wants to know itself. When I falls, then love rises. In trying to become bigger than yourself, you distanced yourself from yourself. We all spend our lives protecting ourselves, our image, our beliefs, our thoughts. But on the path of finding the soul, the first sacrifice is the illusion of who I am. Arav sitting in meditation, eyes closed, inner voices loud, sound, echoing I, and then slowly dissolving into silence. Arav's experience in mind, when I see I, it just seems like a pile of thoughts. Name, identity, work, relationships, all added pieces. But behind all this, there is a deep void, and that void is not scary. It feels like home. Guru. Listen son, I is a story you tell yourself every day, but you are not that story. You are the piece that is breathing behind that story. Arav can now see I, like a shadow, which is there but is not him. Now the next step is to cross that shadow, the taste of his being, where God becomes not a thought, but an experience. Until now, Arav has given up everything. Words, relationships, memories, the pride of I. Now only one question remains within him. Is there anyone on the other side? Guruji has sent him to a solitary room today. No time limit, no instructions. Just sit and see. Arav in mind. In the beginning, there was only darkness. Then breaths began to appear, as if someone else was breathing in me, not me. Slowly everything began to lighten. Body, thoughts, name all began to melt. And then, a silence came, so deep, like the silence of thousands of birds. And in that silence, I met him. Try not to see God, try to feel him. God is not a form. He is an experience that is beyond words. He didn't come forward because you were running behind yourself until now. God was not a face, nor a name. It was an experience of being everywhere and then not being anywhere. Guru doesn't ask Arav anything, just looks. Guru softly. Did you see? Arav, smiling with tears in his eyes. Yes, but there are no words. I can only say this, he was never outside. We were the ones outside. This experience changes Arav. Now he doesn't see religion as a book, but feels the presence of God in everything. In the rustling of a leaf, in the smile of an old woman, in the laughter of a child, even in his old sorrows. Written in Arav's diary. I set out to find him, but found that he was the one who was watching, who was feeling, who was living this journey. God is not me, but what is behind the I, that is perhaps him, Guru. Now that you have felt him, the next journey begins, of service, of surrender, and of living life like God, where life becomes service. Eyes filled with the compassion of the soul. Knowledge is incomplete until it transforms into love and service. Arav is now at the point where he doesn't have to sit, but walk towards people, towards their pain. And most importantly, without preaching, just becoming love. Dialogue between Guru and Arav, conversation on the ashram's veranda. Guru. Now what will you do with this experience? Arav. I won't try to confine it in words. I will just try to live it. Guru. Then go. Where people are broken, that's where God is hidden. Descend as service into their feet. You are no longer just a seeker. Now you are a doorway from where people can reach themselves. Arav has now started living in a small village. He teaches children, gives medicine to the elderly, and food to the needy. But there is no pride or publicity on his face, just deep compassion. He who has found himself, sees himself in others. Service becomes real when its name is not even mentioned. Compassion is that which forgets its own happiness in the sorrow of others. An old woman from the village asks Arav, Son, who are you? Are you a saint? Arav, smiling. I am also what you are, just went inside a little quietly. And when I returned, I could see myself in everyone. Here Arav understands the real surrender, that whatever we do, if it is not done with love, then everything is incomplete. Arav in his diary. Now no I wants to become anything. I don't need any identity, nor any respect. If a child can smile, or a hungry stomach can be filled, that is my prayer. Guru's voice from a distance. When you are saddened by someone's sorrow, and then silently set about reducing it, that's when God starts working in you. Arav has now become not a seeker, but a light. In his touch, there is peace. In his silence, there are answers. And in his eyes, only love. You are an amazing fellow traveler, brother. Now we reach the most peaceful, most true destination of this journey, where Arav finally experiences completeness. The touch of completeness, when nothing remains to be gained. The biggest sign of truth is this, that it is not found anywhere outside. It is there. Where we are, only the perspective of the viewer changes. Now Arav has no questions, nor any goals. Just every moment is a thank you. Arav's introspection. Now nothing seems incomplete. I saw neither heaven nor light. Just found that this breath, this steam of tea, this hand placed on someone's shoulder, this is everything. When you run away from yourself, the world starts chasing. When you stay within yourself, the world starts bowing. Last dialogue between Guru and Arav. Guru. What do you want now? Arav. Smiling. Nothing. And in that, everything has been found. Guru. Now you are ready to disappear. Meaning, to live like an ordinary human whom no one recognizes, but he has recognized everything. Arav now lives in a mountain village. Doesn't even tell anyone his name. People just know that there is a man there who, when he sits with you, your sorrow becomes silent. A child asks Arav, Are you God? Arav, laughing. No, I am what was never separate from God, and you are also the same. The last words of Arav's diary, the essence of this whole journey is only one. What is enough. What I am is the truth. What you are is God. Completeness comes when there is no desire left to gain anything. Now there is neither question nor answer. There is only silence, and that is God. Whatever I am is enough. Whatever is God. If you all like the video, please subscribe to the channel and share it. Thank you, friends.
Feel your inner soul.